welcome to another episode of Wine Tasting and Dirty Laundry with Coco. It's been a minute, and that intro was me trying so hard to be cheerful. I don't feel very cheerful right now. Like, Nigeria is giving me anxiety, honestly. Just going on the internet gives me anxiety every day. I don't know what's happening. Like, every day you go on the internet, you hear one news or the other. I have days now where I literally cannot breathe, and yeah, it's crazy. I've never had to deal with anxiety firsthand, but it's happening. It's really happening. But I'm here. I honestly didn't plan to shoot a video today. Do you understand? But I wanted to take time out to just be in a better space mentally before I come out and shoot. I just thought everything should wait. But I'm making this video out of anger because I heard something that provoked my spirit. I heard something that got me very angry, and I said, nope, I had to make a video about this thing. Before I talk about what it is, I'm drinking non-alcoholic wine. First of all, I hate non-alcoholic wine because I feel like it's such a waste of time drinking wine that has no alcohol in it. I do not understand why people even make it or why people buy it, but yeah, here I am. Out of wine. I couldn't get to my neighborhood, and I honestly didn't feel like going to the store to get. So yeah, non-alcoholic wine, Valletta. I might not drink a lot of it. I'm only drinking it because it says wine tasting and dirty laundry, so we have to taste wine. Okay, how have you guys been? How have you been? How are you holding up? Please talk to somebody, talk to people if you don't feel very great right now. I don't think anybody's actually okay in Nigeria right now, so please talk to people.
Let's do this dirty laundry,
My course a lot while making this video. I did say I was going to make this video out of anger, right? So yeah, this is the main reason I decided to do a video today. A friend of mine went on. She had been talking to this person for a while, and then she decided to go on a date, you know, and obviously there are questions you ask people when you go out on your first date. And then some people ask like some very ridiculous questions, right? And then this guy asked her, like, I mean, amongst other things, have you ever had, he first asked her, what's your body count? I didn't know people still ask for women's body count in 2021, right? Like, yeah, they asked what's your body count, and then they asked that, have you ever had an abortion? And that like was the most annoying part of the whole gist, that somebody literally asked that, have you ever had an abortion? And I'm not mad at the guy really, because no disrespect, but some men can say some very stupid shit, do you understand? So it's like, I expect you to not have sense sometimes, but I'm really mad at her because of how much the question affected her and how much she was trying to prove that no, she's such a good girl, she hasn't been with a lot of people, and then she hasn't done this or that. I'm like, what is wrong with you? First of all, I don't want to curse. I will try so hard not to curse. It is ridiculous and plain stupid to go out with someone on the first date and the question you think you're going to ask them is, have you had an abortion? I don't know what people think abortions are, do you understand? But I know for a fact that abortions are like very difficult, very emotional, and very sensitive for women. No woman, I don't think there's any woman in her right sense is like the same woman that would stand up and say, you know what, I'm going to have an abortion and feel good about it. Even women that do not want to have kids, if they get pregnant and they want to have abortions, they'll tell you that it just made me feel somehow, it just put me in my feelings, it got me very emotional. So it is like a very emotional thing that women go through. That's one. And two, it's funny that you come and ask a woman that, have you ever had an abortion? You that has had like unprotected sex. Look, the only way you are allowed to ask a woman if she has had an abortion or whatever is if you've never ejaculated inside a woman. Because if you've ever ejaculated in a woman, then you have had an abortion too. Do you understand? Because it's funny, like women don't get themselves pregnant for crying out loud. Why do men try to shame women for having abortions or, you know, anything that has to do with something that a man and a woman will do together? mostly because it's the woman's body that the effect shows, because obviously two people have unprotected sex and it's the woman that gets pregnant. You start to sit there and say, have you ever had an abortion? I don't understand. Have you ever seen a woman that sat and poof, she got pregnant? I don't think so. The last time it happened was with Jesus. Do you understand? So, except you have never had unprotected sex with a woman, like you are always trapped up, then even at that, you do not have the right to ask, but maybe then you can say, okay, I can ask you if you've had an abortion. But if you come inside a woman, like at any point in your life, why are you asking a woman if she had an abortion? That could have been you that got her pregnant, or that could be your child too. Do you understand? Okay, and then it's funny because I'm not sure why she was ashamed of according to her, she had not had an abortion, but she was mostly ashamed of the body count thing, that I didn't want to. But me, I'm mainly angry about this abortion because I've heard men say like countless times that I cannot date a woman. Like, you hear things like, I like this person, I like her, she has had an abortion and blah blah blah, whatever. Like, how does it work in your head? No, really enlighten me. How does it work in your head? Is it that somewhere in your mind you feel like if a woman has had an abortion, it means that she cannot have children? Is that what it means in your mind? Like, let me understand where your mind's at. Let me understand what you're thinking about, because some of these things sound really stupid. Fertility isn't black and white, it's not black and white, honestly. There are women who had who were born and then they've never had sex, or they've never gotten pregnant, but they can't have kids, and it's a thing with them. There are women who have had a series of abortions and they have children. There are women who have never had abortions and they don't have children. It's not black and white. Do you understand? And the fact that it's a woman that gets pregnant and has to face the consequences doesn't mean that you just sit there and ask some of these ridiculous questions. And yeah, like I said, me, I was mad at her because why are you so interested in somebody that takes you out for the first time and is asking you if you've had an abortion? Like, what's that? Like, that's not somebody you should be trying to date. That's not somebody you should be interested in. If you go out with somebody and the question they feel they should ask you is, have you had an abortion? Please run. Like, there's something seriously wrong with you, okay? And who's to say you're fertile as well? Because really, when it comes to fertility, everybody's looking at the woman. Who's to say you're fertile? How would you feel if on the first date a girl asks you, have you ever gotten a girl pregnant? Or I want to know if you're fertile because I cannot date a woman that's infertile. Do you know how stupid that would sound? That's exactly how stupid you sound when you take a woman out for the first time. Like, you do not get to ask that kind of question, okay? You do not get to ask that. Don't be tempted to ask. It should not come up. Why is it coming up? What are you trying to achieve? Honestly, what are you trying to achieve? You're trying to know if she's fertile or not. There are tests for that. That's why people who want to get married go and do fertility tests and whatever, and blood group and blah blah blah. They get tested if there's something wrong. It's not something you sit across the table and say, have you ever had an abortion? What's your body count? As a king that you are. And then it's really the people that have gotten other girls pregnant. You that have done, you've gotten different girls pregnant and they've had abortions for you. You're looking for your first girl that you are going to marry, okay? The ones that had abortions for you, why are you leaving them for? Since you think in your small mind that they are scarred or there's something wrong with them, so who are you leaving them for? Like, men should do better. And girls, please, honestly, I don't care what anybody's opinion is about abortions, because people would it's a sensitive topic and a lot of people have opinions about it, and I honestly do not want to get into that right now. Do you understand? Because I've come to realize that you honestly have to be in someone's shoes to understand what you're going through. Do you get? It's easy for you to say, that's something I've never done, I will never do. But if you ever find yourself in that position and you feel like you're not ready, whatever you choose to do is your business. But what I'm saying is, ladies, you do not owe anybody. You don't even have to talk about it. Do you understand? That is something that you should not even talk about. You do not even have to tell your friends if you don't want to. So if someone is asking you, look the person in the face and say, it's none of your business. There are some things you should not discuss about your life. How does it improve the relationship? How does it move the relationship forward? Except you've had complications that are and you know that, okay, maybe I can have kids, and this person and I were trying to end up together. Bring it up, then you can bring it up. Not somebody that you barely know is already asking you that, have you had an abortion, and you're just there sitting like, oh my God, you might not want me. Why do you think that your whole essence is for somebody to just want you? Why? What is the problem with women? When I heard this thing, I was so angry. I was so angry because of how she responded. And then body count issue. I cannot believe. I mean, if people in maybe other countries, I don't know, or other parts of the world ask women that, what's your body count? Maybe I'll say, okay. Nigerian men, like, you're legit asking a woman for a body count. And then women will now say that, and when you ask a woman for a body count, she will now divide it by 2. What are you trying to prove? Like, what's your aim? I want to understand what your aim is. Is it that if this person has slept with a lot of people, a vagina will be too open for you, or what you are what exactly are you hoping to achieve by asking that stupid question? And then I don't blame you all. First of all, I feel like the people like you are the women that actually try to say, oh, I'll just be with 2 people, or oh, it's none of your fucking business. Do you understand? Every time someone comes to you and asks you that, what's your body count, please do one for the team and say it is none of your fucking business. Or, because I don't know, I feel like you people like there are stupid questions and there are stupid questions. Asking someone if they've had an abortion, their body count, it's like, it's up there stupid. Like, it's where it draws the line of stupid. Don't ask anybody that question, and don't answer. Don't, if you like, you slept with 100 men. If you like, you slept with 50. Like, you slept with 20 or 10 or 5. Even if it's 1, it is not your business. Why are you? How is it going to help our relationship? Oh yeah, ask. No, like, just reverse the case and ask this person who wants to know your body count so bad, how many people they've been with. Like, and it's funny because it's like, well, I'm a man, it doesn't matter. Really. Like I said, I'm not at all mad at the guy. I'm honestly mad at the lady for how she responded. And also those people that will come and ask you that, when was the last time you had sex? You're not dating them, right? You're not with them. You're trying to get with you. And then the important thing to them, they want to know how long you've had sex. If you say, someone say, you say you've been single for a year, but you had sex 2 months ago, how come? Like, really, you're asking a grown-ass woman, like, I don't get some of these questions. Are you people retarded? Some of you retarded or something? Like, are you fucking retarded? Cause why are you asking this? How do these questions help? How would they move the relationship forward? How are they going to help the both of you? What is the importance of these questions you're asking? And like I said, I don't know. I do not blame you. It's the people that you go out with, the people that, some people that so desperately want to be in a relationship, they would rather be climbed by a trailer than be single. So they would be willing to answer those kind of ridiculous questions. Like, please, whenever you're out and then on a date, whatever, and your motto is none of your business. Like, if you're trying to get to know me so that you will relate better, don't be asking stupid questions like, so what if a lady had sex yesterday, she was single yesterday, and today she's like, okay, I've talked to you for a while, let's date. Why? Does it reduce her value as a human being? Is it going to make the relationship unhappy for you? What is it going to do for you? I do not understand how some of you think. And ladies, please stop trying so hard to impress anybody. Honestly, stop trying so hard. You're disrespecting yourself, because these questions are very disrespectful. That's what they are. That's why I'm so riled up. They are very disrespectful questions, and if you even accommodate such questions, you're disrespecting yourself for that, because it never ends. Then you'll hear like more ridiculous questions, so you almost lose your mind. Okay, how many people you slept with, whether you had an abortion or not, your body count is nobody's fucking business, and that's on period. All right, okay, so that's it today. Welcome. Thanks for attending my TED talk. I wanted to rant, and I think I have ranted, so yeah, I feel better. I don't know, I'll try so hard to drop another video next week. I'm staying off the internet. I don't want to read anything or see anything that would agitate me or give me more anxiety than I already have. Okay, take care of yourself. I know it's such a challenging time. Look for Try to draw strength from the inside, from your friends, from your loved ones. Stay positive. Talk to people. Don't keep to yourself. This is not the time. And just be careful, women. Like, be careful out there. Like, it's so dangerous out there for everybody, and especially for women. So just be careful, okay? Until next week, take care. Have a fabulous week. I'm sorry I cursed a lot. I was upset. I'm still upset. I curse when I'm upset. Bye.